All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 25 stream here on Twitch. I'm next JGGen24, and today we're going to be continuing on with our grind of the Conquest maps. There are only 3 left because yesterday we finished up not just on the Fajita map, which is, where is that? Where's the Fajita map? Right there. But we also finished up on the fall ball map. It took a little bit longer than I was expecting, but we did get it done. But that's okay. Everything was already all set, so there's really not much left to grind. I mean, there's the coffee map, there's the Snowflake map, and then there's the forever map, which I will save this for last because it's obviously the biggest one and it's going to take the most time. So we get the coffee and Snowflake map done, and then we'll move on to the forever map. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get both done. My hope is that I could get both of these done soon, but we'll see. We'll see. So first, we're going to do a little taking over of some territories before we get on to the Cubs here. And I have no confidence that they are going to, or that I'm going to have enough here to be able to challenge them to get on veterans. So it might be best if I just take some of their fans. But do I really need to go All-Star? I guess I do. Sorry, I was just looking at something.
Ball. 1-0.
But I hope y'all's Thursday is going very well.
2-0's the count.
We're almost at the weekend. Although, my weekend is not normally like, it's not the weekend for me. It's,
3-0.
it's going to be more overnights. But that's okay.
That's ball.
It was funny. This morning, I was trying to leave work, and my ID wasn't working anymore. I was just joking around with the people at the front desk. Oh, geez, I guess this company doesn't want me to leave. I'll just go back upstairs and set up a place to sleep. Meanwhile, you all can put the ball and chain around my ankle.
2 balls, no strikes.
No, it's just my ID wasn't working. My manager got me a new ID. He said he'll leave it on his desk, so I'll just go pick it up. It's so funny to me though that it stops working the minute that I try to walk out of my company, or the minute that I try to leave work. So I just find it funny. It allowed me to get to work, allowed me to go through the turnstiles and everything, but when it came time to leave, no. It was like, denied.
That missed. 1-0.
Although I gotta tell you, that whole incident nearly made me late for the bus this morning. if it had been another minute or two before I
3-0.
finally figured it out, ooh, boy, there is practically no guarantee that there's no guarantee that I would have gotten that bus. So I'm very lucky. Although I did have to run. And my legs hurt because of it.
One and two's the count.
What up, SB Champ? How are you? Are you feeling any better? What up, gamer? How are you? Oh, so you did go to work. Okay, so you felt better enough to be able to go. Okay, well, that's good.
Strike 2. 0-2. Ball.
Okay, that's very good. Strike 3, sit down.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs,
Mets or Jays?
number 45.
Gosh, I don't know. I mean, if you... Miles Straw had a very interesting post
Ball.
that he has since
2-0.
deleted. I saw it on SMY where he was asking if anyone knew a place in Sarasota, which is in New York, that that had the new where he could get a new Tucker jersey. But isn't Sarasota like upstate New York? So I mean, while that could be the New York Mets, it could also be the Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, we're also not forgetting about the Los Angeles Dodgers. I don't know. I don't know what's more important to Tucker. He's going to get more annually with the Mets over a shorter period of time. But if he's looking for stability, then he's going to want to pick the Blue Jays. I don't know which is important to Tucker.
That's a ball. 3-0.
I will say that the Mets need to sign someone big, like Kyle Tucker, if they want to save their image of what this offseason has been so far. Nice. Michael Harris, raise the apple. Grand slam.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 24, Caleb Fieldball.
I mean, I'm hopeful it's my Mets. Because I want to have something to be excited about for the upcoming 2026 season before the reality sets in that they still don't have the pitching to be able to compete.
Strike 2. 1 and 2's the count.
The way I see it, gamer, if the Blue Jay, if one of those teams miss out on Tucker, they should immediately pivot to Cody Bellinger. I feel like that would be
That's an F.
that would be the right move. You know, if you miss out on Tucker, go after Bellinger. Bellinger, I think, is just waiting
Outside,
to
that's the
see what Tucker does. And we're going to have an answer by the end of the by either today or tomorrow. So that means the Bellinger sweepstakes, those are going to heat up. Although I will say that I have not heard about the Mets anything about the Mets pursuing Bellinger while they've been pursuing Tucker. It sounds like they really want Tucker.
2 balls, no strikes. Yeah! Here! 2 and 2's the count.
Strike 3, sit down. Ah, speak of the devil, here he is.
Back one. Ah! 0 and 2. Ball. 1 and 2. Ball.
Yeah, Tucker's gonna fight me. We're down Cabrera's stamina. There we go. Strike 3, sit out. Doesn't have that much longer. I'll probably let him go through this inning, but considering that we're on All-Star, I don't think for the next inning I want to take a chance. I think I want to take Cabrera out ASAP. Strike 3, sit down.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
I'd like to keep Cabrera in and let him finish it out, but I'm worried about him, giving up a run or giving up like a grand slam that could tie this game.
1 ball, 1 strike. No, that's a foul ball. Two and 2. No, ball. Low, ball. Ah! 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count's full.
Interesting. I'll raise the apple for Carson Kelly. Speaking of good hitting catchers, And if he's a good hitter, then Colorado is definitely the place for him because he's going to hit a lot of. He's going to have some extra base hits. His average might go up because he's going to be playing at least half of his games at Coors
1 ball, 2
Field.
strikes. That hit him.
Ouch.
Batter, take your base.
Now pitching for the Cubs. Number 54, Ryan Brazier.
Hey.
Why did I
0-1.
chase that? I mean, I feel like the Rockies need it because don't forget they traded away Ryan McMahon, so that leaves
Second baseman, Luke.
the guy in center. I'm blanking on his name. You have Hunter Goodman at catcher. You have Brenton Doyle in center. So they just got another backup catcher. Is he going to be more like a DH?
1-0.
So Rockies need some decent players. You know, there were talks between the Mets and Rockies on Brenton Doyle. At least from what I saw reported, there were talks. But I guess they never went anywhere. Oh, he's not a catcher? Oh, he's an infielder, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Why did I think that he was a catcher? Wow. Okay.
Now pitching.
He's coming up to bat in this inning, so I'm pretty sure that he's an infielder now that I really think about it. Listen, I just woke up like an hour ago, so my brain is not exactly functioning on full capacity right now. Right, that's what I thought. Now that I really had to think about it. Okay, so, and he could play all over the field, right? He could play second base, he could play shortstop, he could play third base, maybe even a little first base. So they got a utility guy.
Nope. Ball. 2-2.
Dang. Well, he could play second, third, and anywhere in the outfield. He's already a shortstop. So when will the Rockies ever get another diamond? Like a live series diamond, not because I feel like it's been a while, probably a couple years. Maybe Ryan McMahon was the last one,
Too late. Save.
but he didn't stay a diamond.
Save.
I don't think Brenton Doyle was a diamond. I think at most he was a gold.
Foul ball.
That's the ball game. Ugh. Oh, look at that. Edward Cabrera is now super factored, as is Cal Ripken Jr. Nice. Probably that one fan could have gotten me to play on rookie. It's too bad. Let's see. Could go with Xander Bogaerts. In fact, I think that's where I'm gonna go. I don't think there's anyone who's even remotely close. All right, so Bogaerts. Yeah, he could stay where he is. No reason to pull him out. Oh boy, that means now Kodai Senga is going to have a chance to become super fractured. Okay, so I think Keyshaw Martinez are the next closest because they're at over 6,000 parallel XP. So they're less than 2,000 away. Oh, I do get to still play on rookie. Oh, good. What up, Woogie? You feeling any better? Okay, well that's good. Little by little. I'm sure you'll get over pneumonia soon.
Runner, he's going.
I've had a haircut for a while.
No, he's safe.
Like, I'm pretty sure I got this after the new year, so I've had it for at least 2 weeks now. Maybe it's because I shaved or I trimmed my beard. Maybe that's what you're noticing. Hold on. Raise the apple for Jim Tomey. Yeah, because it was getting too long. I hate it when my beards get long.
That's a ball.
I just, I gotta do a better job of trimming it and not letting it get too long.
That is it. The catcher, Carson Kelly.
Ball.
Oh, hey, SB Champ. Woogie has pneumonia, and I'm not sure if that's what you had last month. But if you did, do you think you could tell him like some of the symptoms that you experienced with it? See if it's consistent with what he's experienced.
That is it. The designated hitter,
I thought at some point you told me that you were dealing with pneumonia. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought that's what you told me.
Oh, yeah. Ball. 1-2. No, that missed. We got a full count.
Yeah, that's a foul ball.
Foul ball.
I was wondering why Bautista was breaking for home.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 54, Ryan Granger.
I wasn't saying anything. I was just asking SB Champ to tell you about his pneumonia, if he had it. Raise the apple for Edgar Martinez! Yeah, because I was asking SB Champ to explain to you what his symptoms were for pneumonia, if he had it. Raise the apple for Luke Keatshaw! I'm gonna break that thing. I just spent $30. Oh, okay. You already talked to him. Okay, never mind.
Now pitching for the Cubs,
I just remembered that.
Caleb.
I just remembered that you were asked or you were talking about it, and I recommended SB Champ to talk to you about it. So as long as you guys talk, then that's good with me.
Now batting, shortstop, Xander Bogart.
Runner. Hey. No, he's safe.
Okay, good. Good. That's very good.
That's a ball. Hey. It's 0-1.
I'm willing to bet that once I get to that Snowflake map, I'm probably not going to have to steal fans from the teams. I think I could just get right into the strongholds. Or I think I could just go right after the strongholds, because it's a big enough map to where I could build up the territories and I could go after the strongholds. Not have to steal fans or anything. How was my turkey last night? It was delicious.
Number 19, Jose Bautista.
Hold on. We got a spammer. All I was asking Woogie is if he had reached out to you about his pneumonia. And he already confirmed that he did, so that's all that conversation was.
Now batting, the catcher, Carson Kelly.
One and one.
Yeah, good. I immediately thought of you when Woogie told me he had pneumonia, because I didn't know anything about pneumonia. I've never had it, but I thought of you, and that's why I recommended that he reach out to you.
That's a ball.
But I thought maybe I was getting confused, and maybe you had something else and not pneumonia. Okay, well, I mean, I'll try my best never to get it, but if I do get it, it is what it is. Well, if I do get it, I'm not going to be streaming, so you guys will know that. I'll probably post it on X saying, hey, I'm not streaming today. Not sure when I'm going to be back because I have pneumonia and,
No balls.
you know, I gotta take off, or I need to recover.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
So you guys will know. I'm certainly not going to stream when I'm sick.
Hack 1. 0 and 1. Rack 2. 0-2. 1 and 2.
You know, unfortunately, I can't really control what I contract in this in
Leading off for
in
New
this
Jersey,
world.
the designated hitter, Carlos Delgado.
Nice. Carlos Delgado raised that apple. And Delgado's actually used to doing it. He did it at Chase Stadium. And I'm pretty sure he did it at Citi Field too. But that was only for one season and then he was done. So at least Carlos Delgado is used to it.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
You know, one of my coworkers actually has well, when I say coworker, this he's one of the radio hosts. I haven't spoken to him for a while, but I'm like really good. I like to say we have a pretty good working relationship. Like whenever I see him, I like say, "Oh, hey, how's it going? You know, how you doing? How's the show? How's everything?" And we have a very nice conversation. But he's like a stand-up comedian. He's been doing it for a long time, and one of the coolest stories he told me was that he actually performed for some of the 2006 New York Mets. I think it might have been a birthday party, and he said that one of the Mets that was there was Carlos Delgado. He told me Carlos Delgado has like the deepest, loudest laugh, that if you can get him to laugh, you'll get the rest of the room laughing.
The right fielder.
And he was very successful in doing that, so pretty cool that he managed to meet or perform in front of Carlos Delgado.
Hee-haw. 0 and 2.
I really don't know what I think it might have been just a birthday celebration kind of thing. Not sure whose birthday it was for the Mets, but I think he said they were out and they wanted to see a show and they picked his show. So, pretty cool, huh? So if you ever meet Carlos Delgado, apparently he has this loud, deep laugh. Strike 3, sit down.
Ha! Hiya! 0-2.
Strike 3, sit down.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 43, Luke. Little.
Nice. Xander Bogaerts raised the apple.
That's a ball.
I think the last time I spoke to that coworker was just before Christmas in 2024. I think that was the last time, because that was also the same day that my sister, her mother-in-law, and I all went to a taping for The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. You know, where I got my Xbox controller that I have not even opened. I mean, I don't want to sell it. I don't want to just sell it, but at the same time, I don't want to give it away. I don't know. Maybe if I ever get to Xbox, maybe I'll get a... I mean, that's a lot for a second console, especially for PlayStation 5, when I already have a PS5.
No ball.
Although that would be fun to just do everything all over again. You know, I could do MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty on PS4, and then I can stream it on Xbox and start the grind all over again. It'll at least keep me preoccupied for until MLB The Show 27. Because obviously it's too late for me to be doing it now.
Now batting.
It's a nice control. Like I said, I don't want to just sell something that I got for attending a show. But I also don't want to give it away because it's an Xbox controller.
That's a foul ball. One ball, 2 strikes.
I don't know. It's quite a conundrum. But it's not doing me any good just by sitting here. That's for sure.
Hiya! 0-2.
There you go, Senga. Obviously, I would have liked the strikeout, but, I mean, hey, as long as I get the out, that's all that matters, right?
Ball.
Okay, Senga is officially out of energy.
1-1.
He's going to finish this game no matter what, because we're already beyond the point of him, like, taking or putting someone else in. I just hope that I could keep the Cubs to 0 runs. I should be able to, considering that this is rookie. But you never know. Tired pitcher could always leave a pitch up and everything. You can't take the when you can
2-2.
sleep. I do not understand the concept of sleep.
Full count. He's up. Hut. No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down. $3 a.m. Man. I used to get up that early when I was an overnight PA for where I work. And I mean, sometimes I would push it to like 3:30, but that had to be the latest that I woke up. Because I had to be in work by 6, and the earliest bus that I could get came at oh gosh, it was like dang. When was the earliest freaking time that I got well, the earliest bus that I could get from where I was living, or from where I live, got me into the city before 5:30, which is good because that got me, if I walked fast enough, I could get into work before 6. And that's when I needed to start, so yeah, what's nice because you got to sleep in, but I'll be right, right. Ugh. Oh, whoops! Did not mean to back out there. All right, here's hoping that I can at least stay. Although they may challenge. I don't. Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, well. They can add another. It's fine. We'll just take it on this round. But yeah, I know the feeling of waking up at 3 a.m. The only problem is that I didn't do myself any favors because I wouldn't go to bed until like 10, maybe 11 at the latest. And so with that time frame, that literally did not give me a lot of time for sleep. I'm surprised that I was only late like a couple times.
Leading off for the Wolves, the left fielder, Jaron Duran.
I mean, the good thing with the overnights is that I'm usually never late unless it's an emergency. And I haven't had too many of those.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
God willing.
No, he's in there.
You know, I don't know if you could tell. I'm knocking on wood right now. I'm knocking on my wooden dresser. Nice, Bautista. Or no, that's not Bautista. That's Bogarts. Raise the apple for Xander Bogarts. He knows a thing or two about hitting home runs here at Fenway Park.
Ball. That's a ball. 2-0.
Excuse me.
Ball.
Yeah, I figured that was gonna get off the wall.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number
Time
57,
fire.
Greg
It's 0-1.
Weiser.
My legs are still sore from running this morning to the bus because of the whole situation with my ID. Attaboy, Bautista. Yeah, I'm not surprised it's his first triple. I have to get those triples somehow.
That's a ball. Ball. 2-0.
Ooh, excuse me. It's so funny. They had there's this little blurb on the side of Twitter or X saying that the Mets signed top prospect Wandy Wandy,
Oh, hey.
the top Air National free agent basically, and for a second there I thought that meant I thought that was saying Kyle Tucker, or my brain wanted to trick me into thinking it was Kyle Tucker. I'm just really trying to find anything here about
He's in there.
I'm really trying to see if anything was
Batting ninth, the center fielder,
anything about
Harris.
Tucker. And so far I'm not seeing anything. That's too bad. I should have slid to the side.
Oh.
Now batting, shortstop, Xander Bogart.
That's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
I believe I have to check, but I believe that Harbaugh. The last time I heard, they were working to finalize the deal, so it sounds like he was gonna sign with the Giants. Raise the apple for Jim Tomey. Let me see. Do I have my phone here? Where's my phone? Is it in here?
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 76.
Did I leave it outside or did I leave it
Kelly.
downstairs? Shoot. But no, we got that. I saw that from SNY at midnight, so I have to think that they finalized it today, unless there was something that broke down between the Giants and Harbaugh. But I'm pretty sure it's a done deal at this point.
Ball. Two and 0.
The Mets. Why would I do the Mets theme?
Hoo-yah.
Are you suggesting something
2-1.
about Kyle Tucker? Oh, you're asking about a Mets theme team.
One.
Oh. No. This is just my regular team. I've already done like 2 superfractors of Mets lineup. There's no point in me doing another one.
1 and 2.
You know, thank you, LaGraza, for helping me with that. Senga is just pitching because he had the most he was on tier 3 of parallel XP, but this is like Duran Duran on the Red Sox, Bogarts on the Padres, Tomey on the Phillies, Bautista on the Blue Jays, Kelly on the Cubs, Delgado on the Blue Jays, Martinez on the Mariners, Keyshaw on the Twins, and Harris on the Atlanta Braves. So not a Mets team. This is actually Conquest. This is the coffee map that I'm doing right now. I'm trying to take down the Red Sox stronghold.
Ball. 1-2.
Strike 3, sit down.
That's a ball. Ball. 2 balls,
Okay,
no strikes.
I can show you. Basically, it's a shortened game. So instead of playing 9 full innings, you only play 3. And the goal is to win against the opposing team. So right now, that's the Red Sox for me. I have to beat them in order to claim their stronghold, which is basically their base for where their territories come from. Nice, Edgar Martinez with yet another triple.
Second baseman, Luke Keyshaw.
Keep adding up those triples.
One and 1.
base.
Hey! 0-1. Hey! 0-2.
Strike 3, sit down.
Yeah.
Dirty Bird, how you doing? Birds fan 22, who's signing Tuck? I hope it's my Mets. I hope it's my Mets, but I don't know. Blue Jays have an offer, and don't ever count out the Dodgers. No, I am not on Discord. I got rid of my Discord a long time ago. For all I know, it could be used by hackers right now. But
No balls, 2 strikes. Here.
you think he's a Blue Jay? I guess we'll see. I mean, what the Mets are offering is $50 million annually for Tucker, if it's the high end, because I'm assuming... Well, they did add a 4th year. It sounds like they got a 4th year. That might be a team option. Yeah, that's the biggest difference. Does he want more money in a shorter amount of time, or does he want less money but more long-term stability? And like I said, you can't count out the Dodgers. The way I see it, though, Birds fan, whoever doesn't get Tucker should immediately pivot to Bellinger. That should be the next target. I just hope that it's my Mets that gets one of those guys, either Tucker or Bellinger, because if they don't have a big free agent signing this season, they're going to be in trouble both play-wise and ticket-wise. What I mean by that is, it's basically related. They're probably not going to win a lot of games this season if they don't sign somebody big. If they don't sign anyone big, if they don't win a lot of games, then a lot of Met fans are not going to come out to the ballpark because they don't want to waste money on their team losing. So, yeah.
Now batting, designated hitter Carlos.
But hey, that's okay. Sometimes going through a rebuild is not the worst thing in the world.
Number 63.
By the way, thanks for Ryan Helsley. Because that truly saved our season last year.
Now batting, third baseman Edgar.
You know what? I don't think Helsley could really handle pitching in New York, and I don't think he was very comfortable being the setup man to Edwin Diaz. And not that that matters now, because neither Helsley nor Diaz are on the team. It was a good move on paper, but at least for the Mets. But in theory, it didn't work out. Or in practice, it didn't work out. I like I said, I don't think he could accept the fact that he was now a setup man
He's out.
to Edwin Diaz, and not that that matters anymore because now neither one of them are on the Mets.
Hee-haw.
I just wonder how that's going to impact him for the.
Front shoot.
I just wonder how that's going to impact him
0-2.
on the Orioles. Because, you know, with the Orioles, they already have Felix Bautista, so unless they're going to move Bautista out of the closer role and give it to Helsley, it's pretty much the same situation he was in with the Mets. Only it's not big of a city, or it's not New York City, it's Baltimore.
0-2.
All right. Well, that game is complete, so that's good. Delgado up to tier 3. Love it. Okay, 1 second. All right, so you wanted to know more about how to do Conquest. Okay, so the goal of Conquest is to take the strongholds, and every territory that's on a map, you want to get every single stronghold and territory that's on a certain map. So for this one, I already have 2 of the strongholds from the Cubs and the Red Sox, but there are still 4 more to grab. There's the Cleveland Guardians, the Milwaukee Brewers, the Seattle Mariners, and the Pittsburgh Pirates. And what I mean by strongholds is you see the places on the map with the team's logo in it, like the Cleveland Guardians or the Milwaukee Brewers. Those are the territories that you're aiming for. You want to grab those. And along the way, you're going to pick up these territories, these little spaces that some of them have my color on it. Some of them have the Guardians color. Some of them have the Brewers. All right. So the way that you can go after these strongholds is you need to have enough fans to be able to take that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm building up a fan base so that I can challenge the Guardians when I go after their territory. Or their stronghold, excuse me. And along the way, I'm picking up some territories that the Red Sox have as well. Now, I'm in the reinforce stage, which basically means I can add any of the fans you see in the bottom left corner, the 20. I can add those fans to any territory on this map that I currently have. You know, you can add it to a stronghold that you already earn, or you can have it to a territory as long as you have it. Okay? Obviously, I like to go for territories that, or place it on territories that I know I can attack with. Because if I put 20 million fans here, I can't attack. Because I've already claimed these territories, so I can't go anywhere else. So for this example, I'll just put it on this stronghold here. And now that we're in the move phase, or we're on the move phase portion of Conquest, which means if I had extra fans, like an extra 2, 3, or more fans on a certain territory, I could select that territory and move it to another territory that I wanted to attack with. Well, once you're done with the map, then you get all the rewards. So there are rewards here, like you could get a Headliners pack, a Ballin' is a Habit pack, or multiple Ballin' is a Habit pack. It looks like you get 4 from this. You got to complete these goals. And then you can earn a Deluxe Choice pack, 2 of them, at least for this one. And you can earn some XP. When you're done with the Conquest map, that's it. You don't have to do it again. So those goals that you complete, those are one-time deals. So you don't ever complete them again. Not through Conquest, no. Only through mini seasons. The only card that I know of that you can earn through Conquest is the 99 JT Real Muto card. Or actually, is he 99 or is he 95? Here. He's a 99. And you can only earn that through the Shark map. Basically, you would have to complete the entire Shark map in order to get 99 Real Muto. Obviously, I already have him, so there's no reason for me to complete this map again. When I play MLB The Show 26, I'm going to hop into Diamond Dynasty. That's the first thing I'm doing. I'm not even going to waste time. Okay, so we're coming up on an important part of Conquest here. So now I can go ahead and attack the Guardian stronghold because I'm at their stronghold, or I'm right by their stronghold. So I'm going to select the territory where I have 15 million fans, and I'm going to go ahead and select the Guardian Stronghold. Now, this is a game that I have to play, okay? I can't skip this. I can't simulate it. I have to play it. As you can tell, there are difficulties that I can play on. I can't play on Rookie because I don't have enough fans, but I can play on Veteran. If I really wanted to challenge myself, I could play on All-Star, Hall of Fame, or Legend. Not that I want to do those, because I'd rather not lose this game and the opportunity to claim the stronghold. So I'm going to play on Veteran. And we're always going to play at their home stadium. I'm never going to play at my own, because I don't have a home stadium. What game modes am I going to play? I mean, there's Conquest, there's going to be Showdown, there's going to be a starter program that I could get some cards and some packs along the way. I hope that Team Affinity is going to be back. Actually, before I get this game started, I need to go to the bathroom, so I will be right back if y'all just hold with me for a few minutes. Okay, sorry about that. I know that was quite a long bathroom break, but sometimes when you gotta go, you gotta go. Anyway, so Woogie, you were asking me about what I would do to get a good team. Like I said, there's likely going to be a starter program to kind of get people off the ground and running. You're going to get a gold out of it. Which isn't much, but to start out, you need as many good, decent cards as you can get until you could get the really good ones. My hope is that maybe I could pull a couple diamonds on day one, but we'll see what happens there. Through all the packs that I'm earning through the then and now packs. I mean, there are also going to be there's also going to be if these are back, the storylines with the Negro Leagues, because they're going to be gold cards as well. But those are only if they're back. Because as of right now, I don't know. Alright, I know they're renegotiate or they were supposed to renegotiate with the Negro Leagues Museum about the rights and everything.
Easy. Aye.
We'll see what happens.
That's a ball. Ball, that's off the plate. Oh.
So I don't know what MLB The Show 26 is going to entail, but to get the ground, to get off the ground, got to finish that starter program. If Team Affinity is back, got to do that. Strike 3, sit down.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Carlos Manzardo.
So storylines will definitely help me get some golds. Even Diamond, if there is going to be storylines, maybe they take it out this year. That would be a real shame if they do. Strike 3, sit down. Dang. It shifted. I was trying to see if maybe they put the shift on against Carlos Delgado. They didn't. But it doesn't matter anyway, because we still got... Oh, come on! Oh, boy.
Oh, and 1. Hey. 0-2 is the count. Nope, that's inside.
Strike 3, sit down.
Hey. Yeah. 0-2.
I guess as long as I don't, give up a
Round
run, I
seven,
should be
the
fine.
catcher.
Strike three, sit down. It's just, the
Galo.
longer I go with Senga, the more nervous I get.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nope, that's inside. Thank you.
What up, Bubbles? How are ya? Strike three, sit down.
Pitching for the Guardians, number 36.
I'm doing all right.
K.
Another day, another stream.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Just doing some Conquest map grinding and,
Hey! 2.
coming up on the last couple ones. Because after this, right now I'm on the coffee map. And, I still got to do the Snowflake map. And then after that, the only thing that's left is the Forever map. What I do after that, I have no idea. Maybe I take some time off and just pop on whenever they have new programs. Although I don't want to really do that because then that really screws with the whole idea. Not as far as I know, although they did surprise me this past Tuesday with the whole Captain Blizzard Drop 7 program.
Runner.
So they might do it next week, too.
1-0.
I don't know what else I would stream, though.
Hey!
That's the thing.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
If I do Madden or NHL, I'm only doing the daily objectives in the Ultimate Teams. I'm not doing beyond that. College football, I have not done. I haven't even touched college football in a long time.
Number 54, Joey Cantillo.
I think ever since Penn State started going down the tubes is when I started losing
Now
interest.
batting, the shortstop, Xander Bogart.
Yeah, but they're the same crap every time. It's like, especially in college football, they're the same ones. Gain 250 yards, buy a pack, play a game, and then that's it. It's so boring. Raise the apple for Xander Bogaerts. Plus, I play on easy difficulties. I'm not playing on hard difficulties. I'm not looking to challenge myself. I just, I don't know.
No ball.
We'll
2
see how long the Forever map takes me in MLB The Show 26. It's also really stressful.
Now pitching, Edwin Diaz.
Hey!
I'll figure it out. Maybe there's something I could do in MLB The Show in the meantime. I was pitching the idea of maybe letting people choose what kind of a team they want me to put together, a theme team, and try to get them superfractored or build a superfractored lineup of it. Strike 3, sit out. You know, take it to La Graza, just hit home run after home run after home run, and then get them up to superfractored quickly. And that way we could see what a superfractored lineup for each team looks like. The only ones I wouldn't do are the Yankees and the Mets, because those I already have lineups for. So no point in me doing another lineup. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You mean like something like Out of the Park, or stuff where you don't play it, you just try to build rosters and the game just simulates itself according to an algorithm? Is that what you mean? I mean, for a long time, I actually thought about doing an OOTP farming sim. I mean, I've done Police Simulator, if that's what you're talking about. But farming, I never really tried it. Are those the games that the YouTuber T Martin 2 plays? Is that what you're referring to? I've seen his walkthroughs of those before. I tend to watch his videos, although it's been a while since I watched it. Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Leading off for New Jersey, the left fielder, Jaron Duran.
Ball one.
The other thing, too, that I'm worried about doing a new game is that if it's my first time playing it, there are going to be things that I miss, or there might be things that I miss, and people will be like, "Oh, you missed this, you missed that," and I'm like, I don't want to hear about it, because if I miss it, then I could always do another run through and I'll grab it. Nice, Jim Tomey. Raise the apple for Tomey. Up, gotta raise the apple for Jose Bautista this time.
Counts 1-0. Ball, that's inside.
No, I get that. It's just, I mean, like comments on YouTube. If I post it to YouTube, maybe I don't post it to YouTube. Maybe it's just something I keep on Twitch. I don't know. See, this is the problem with, this is the problem that you reach at the end of MLB The Show. If there's no content to grind, then there's really nothing left to do. Personally, if it were up to me, I think I'd rather release MLB The Show in January. Or at least in February before spring training starts. Because then that way we could get a lot of content in. And when the winter months are here and we're doing the forever stuff, then we don't have to wait long to be able to get the new content. Like, we could keep content enough to keep us busy.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, of course it is, because now they're all focusing on MLB The Show 26. That's going to release in March. Or at least they usually do it in March.
Foul, that ball's foul.
Of course. Of course they are. But they also have to understand that this is the point where people are going to stop playing MLB The Show 25. And if no one's playing it, then they're losing money.
Yeah. 0-2.
I mean, at least people are still playing it now.
Hey.
Like, I'm still playing it now, but that's because I'm trying to make up on some stuff that I missed over the course of the year.
Now pitching for the Brewers, number 25, Nick Mears.
It's all about the anticipation.
That's foul.
I mean, OOTP would not be a bad game for me to stream. I enjoy it, you know, and I enjoy, like, watching Jersey Born. He's one of my favorite OOTP guys. And basically, OOTP is another baseball game, but you're not actually playing the game. Like, I'm playing the game right now. I'm playing baseball right now. But if I were to load up Out of the Park 26 or 20, it's 26. I could not play a single game. Everything would just be simulated. All you'd be doing is you'd be the general manager and or manager of the team that you choose. But you would not play any games, so you couldn't influence any outcomes. It's all based on algorithms. And that's what I think I like about it, is that I have no influence on it other than whatever players I sign. It's called Out of the Park 26. But they're going to release Out of the Park 27 in like March, so I don't think there's any point in me buying Out of the Park
The left fielder, Jaron
26
Duran.
now.
Now pitching for the Brewers, number 47, Jared Koenig.
Hey! He's safe.
I enjoy watching Jersey Born on that game. He did the Miami Marlins for 26, and then he went back to MLB, or he went back to OOTP 25 and did the Chicago White Sox. So I just love his series. But I do think that he explains too much. Like it takes him. He posts an hour-long episodes, and it's like, okay, can you just get through it and just get don't explain so much. Just get through it.
Ball.
I wonder if a quarter between a quarter and half of what he says it really needs to be in there.
The count's full.
He's good, don't get me wrong. I enjoy his commentary and everything. It's just sometimes he can drone on, and it's like I get bored and I go to sleep. It's like, dude, just get to the important stuff. So that's my only criticism of him. Otherwise, I enjoy his content. In terms of OOTP.
Ball one.
Well, I mean, the other thing that I could do, because this is much cheaper and I would actually play it a lot more, is OOTP can be on my phone. Okay, it's called OOTP on the go, and it's actually $10. So it's way cheaper than what they have for the regular game.
Now pitching,
Hey!
Roki
0-1.
Sasaki.
Hey! Yep, that ball went out.
Strike 3, sit down.
Batting sixth, the center fielder, Isaac Collins.
Nope, that's inside. Hey! 1 ball, 1 strike.
Strike 3, sit down.
Pitching for the Brewers, number 56, Rick Anderson.
No, That's foul. He's out.
The right fielder, number 19, Jose Bautista.
Out.
Now batting, catcher Carson Kelly.
Right to him.
Out.
Leading off for the Brewers, the first baseman, Reese Hoskins.
I was watching the video about the history of the... Oh, yeah? Yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, I may have to watch it myself, but yeah,
Edwin
really cool.
Diaz.
0-1's the count.
It's right in front of the ballpark. Right next to the Seaver statue. Yep. You could go in front of it, you could take pictures.
Hey.
I don't think they'll let you climb on top of it, but they'll let you take pictures with it.
No ball.
It's always a popular tourist attraction outside of Citi Field, along with the Seaver statue. Strike 3, sit out. Strike 3, sit out. I figure that's about as close as I'm gonna get. Oh, I could have gotten one more. Oh well. Sweet. Gosh. Ugh. I hate the lighting. Makes it almost really hard to see. Almost like I'm watching aliens outside T-Mobile Park. I really hope they fix that for next year. Because otherwise a lot of people are gonna be playing with the roof down. And I prefer to have the roof on or roof on because the I like to have no wind.
No, that's out.
Nice. Jim told me raise the apple. Jose Bautista? Yes. Raise the apple, Bautista.
Now pitching for the Mariners.
Nope, still not seeing anything on Tucker.
Casey Legasvita.
Yes, sir.
That's a ball. No, that missed. That's a ball.
Kelly? No, so close.
Foul ball.
Batting six, the designated hitter, Carlos Delgado.
Ball. 1-0.
Nope. Nothing. Okay. Guess we're going to continue to be on Tucker watch.
No, that's high.
Strike three, sit down.
Hey!
Strike three, sit down.
Yeah! 0-1. Hey! 0-2.
Yeah, so basically, not only does it pop up in the bottom right-hand corner for me, so I could read it there, but the message is too long. I have my Twitch stream up on a laptop that I have that's right next to me, and so that way, if the message is too long, I can read it in chat and respond to it. Or maybe if I'm quick to respond to a mess, or if I'm too slow to respond to a message, then I can look back and see
Batting eighth.
and be able to respond to it.
Keishel.
Plus, it also gives me the opportunity, or it allows me to be able to ban spammers, you know? Yep. That's one of the strongholds in this coffee map. It makes sense that Seattle is on the coffee map. I mean, Seattle pretty much... I feel like Seattle is like one of the coffee capitals of the world.
Ball. 1-0. He's up. Hey.
Thank God Michael Harris is quick. Well, Woogie, aren't you from Seattle? Or you live in Seattle, Woogie?
Runner.
Or do you just live
Nope,
outside
ball.
of it?
Nope. Hey.
Ooh, excuse me. Like how I live outside of New York City. I don't live in New York City. I actually live in a New Jersey suburb. Oh, you live an hour from Seattle. Okay.
Leading up for the Mariners, the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Now pitching, Adrian Morejon.
Hey. Ha. Nope. Ball. 1-1. Hey. 3.
Strike 3, sit down.
Hey. 0-2.
Strike 3, sit down.
Hike 1. Drag 2. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hike.
Strike 3, sit down.
Pitching for the Mariners, number 59, Troy Taylor.
Hey. No balls, 2 strikes. 1-2. Ball.
Oh, you're talking about the pitcher. Oh, did they, like, non-tender him, or they didn't,
Ball.
like,
Outside.
agree to arbitration with him? They just released him?
2-0.
Oh, he got DFA'd. Well, MLB The Show really doesn't update themselves after the World Series is over. You know, it's just whatever the final roster... actually, The final roster update is is at the end of the season, and then they don't update it until they get to MLB The Show or the next title for MLB The Show.
Now pitching for the Mariners, number 43, Caleb Ferguson.
Ow, 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 my legs. Oh my gosh, I tried stretching them out and holy cow.
He's safe. Oh, hey.
Now batting, designated hitter Carlos Delgado.
So he was not ready for the MLB. Ooh, rough outing.
Oh, yeah. Hut. 0-2. That's low. That's a ball.
So, if the batter, it really depends on the situation. If the batter only advances to second because the runner scores from home or scores, then they don't count it as an extra base hit. But if he were able to get on second without the runner scoring, then it counts as an extra base hit. So let's say I put a gapper in
0-2.
Let's say I put a gapper in between right center field. And it goes all the way to the wall, and I managed to make it on second. And there was a runner that was on second. In that case, whether or not the runner scores doesn't matter because I would still end up on second. So it would still be an extra base hit for me. But if, let's say, I hit the ball straight to the right fielder and the runner is coming home and then I decide to advance to second, then it's only a single for me because I would not have been able to advance to second if the runner had not scored the run. What happened is I beat the Mariners, so now I'm ready to take on the Pirates. Ooh. Yeah, definitely not gonna take on the Pirates. Not with 9 million fans. At least now I have a better shot at playing on rookie. Because I don't need to play ranked. I'm done with the multiplayer program. I've got all the ranked seasons, rewards, and everything. There's no reason for me to play ranked. Other than if I want to improve my record. Jarren Duran, raise the apple. Woogie, in about a couple months, we're going to be on to MLB The Show 26. There's no reason for me to get better. In fact, I've been trying to get better on ranked for a few years, and this is by far the worst record I've ever had on ranked since I think MLB The Show 19. Actually, MLB The Show 22, I think I was pretty, I was pretty bad on. So, actually, it might be MLB The Show 22.
That is fifth. The catcher, Carson Kelly.
What's up, Rupin? How are ya? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
For the Pirates, the second baseman, Nick.
Just about to wrap up the coffee Conquest map here.
Hey! No balls, 2 strikes. Hey! Hey!
There's just no reason for me to play
No
ranked.
balls, 2 strikes.
Not this late into the year, especially when all the multiplayer program is done. You got a night class on Zoom soon, so... Okay, alright, that's fine. I mean, look, I've only got about 45 minutes left in this stream anyway, so...
0-1
Not going to be on for much longer.
Yeah!
And I'm almost done with this
0-2.
coffee map anyway. I'm actually on the last territory and stronghold that I need to claim in order to wrap up the map.
Ball 1.
I mean, I could still do the Snowflake map. I could still do that. Strike 3, sit down. I could start that and then be ready for it for tomorrow. Maybe I can get through it quickly.
Braxton Ashcraft.
And I could get through it quickly, and then that way I could just get right into the forever map.
Ball.
College life.
That ball got him. Perfect.
Not gonna lie, I kind of miss it. Oh wow, next year you graduate? Good for you. Are you like one of those people that graduate early, or because you took a lot of college or you earned a lot of college credits through high school? So Michael Harris, raise the apple. Good for you.
Now pitching for the Pirates.
Good for you.
Number 36.
I wish I had been more serious in my early college days. I was my first year of my semester, the first semester of my freshman year. I was pretty serious, but didn't make Dean's List. All because I got a B minus. All right, Woogie, enjoy your nap.
2 balls, 1
I'll
strike.
see you tomorrow. Jarren Duran once again raised the apple. I love that thing. Yeah, exactly. Like,
That hit him. First base.
do it once you're done, or you could do it once you're done with your homework. That's all. So wait, what are you studying in college? Like, what's your major?
Inside ball.
General studies? That's an interesting one. Is there anything you're particularly interested in, like business, law, economics?
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 47, Isaac Matson.
Sports journalism. Ah, then I can actually help you with that.
Ground rule double.
Because I majored in journalism my freshman year, or all the way. That was my major, journalism, and not only was I part of my sports, not only was I part of the sports department at my radio station, but I also covered the New York Jets during their 2017 season. Raise the apple, Delgado. Hey, you could do that. I would also recommend you look into sports podcasting as well. I think that's where the future and the money is.
Got him.
You know, I know a lot of people start it, but if you could find a really good niche, like with me, I found my passion with NASCAR. So what I tried to do is I tried to find like NASCAR people who would talk to me, and they weren't. Most of them were up and coming drivers, but I did get to talk to a legendary driver in Bobby Allison.
Two strikes.
This was many years ago, or after my seven weeks class, because I have one class remaining for this year. Yeah, but my best suggestion to you is pick a niche or pick a passion and like put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to do it, you know. Set up a podcast. Like my NASCAR podcast was called The Werner Circle. It's a play on for my last name. Like the winner's circle, victory circle. It's more of a horse racing thing, but I figured winner's circle is pretty common in racing as well. So it was kind of like a play on for my name. And basically what I would do, or at least what I did at the beginning, I did a lot of interviews with people that I wanted to interview. Once I get a lot of money, I will get all the equipment. You don't even need to do that. I could tell you a lot of my podcasts I did by using Audacity, my laptop. It wasn't the greatest sounding quality in the world. Sometimes I even used my cell phone. But you don't even need all that equipment, at least starting out. Obviously, once you get more acclimated to it and you start making more money, then you can start investing more in equipment. Yeah. But when you're just starting out, I keep it simple. I had a SoundCloud account that I posted my podcasts to. I use a built-in microphone in my and camera in my laptop. I use Audacity. It's a free program that you can download. It's kind of like Adobe Audition, but I would say it's a little more like for beginners. And Adobe, once you get more familiar with audio editing, then you can use Adobe, but Adobe definitely costs quite a bit. So that's why I say use Audacity, because Audacity is free.
Sugar.
Ball.
All right. I mean, just start reaching out to people. Start to like make connections. You could also focus more local, like maybe that's what I should have done. Maybe I should have focused more locally so that, you know, I could get my name out there a little bit more. But you know, you could do local, and then once you get more experience, you could start to be more national. So I just feel like that the ones that don't have, the ones whose names aren't out there usually have the best stories to tell.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, you never know. I once had, for my podcast with Bobby Allison, I once had a radio station in Kansas City hear it, and the producer for that radio station reached out to me and said, "Hey, can we use this interview?" And I'm like, "Sure, go for it." So I don't know how many more people listen to it in that Kansas radio station, but obviously they thought it was good enough to be able to use that, or they took my voice out and just did their own. That also could have been a possibility, but I don't know. It was definitely not one of my best interviews, mainly because I was so nervous about interviewing Bobby Allison, and he had mentioned to me prior to the interview that I had a very high-pitched voice, that I was very conscious of that when I tried to do the interview. I was trying to keep my voice at a much lower tone. And from that perspective, my delivery was not good. But I let it affect me rather than just be myself. Well, I mean, he was just noting it. I don't like to admit this, but for the longest time, especially over the phone, people got very confused from my voice. Like they did not think they were talking to me. They thought they were talking to a female. I mean, he was just noting it. I don't think he meant any offense by it, but it's just something that kind of stuck with me while I did the interview. And I know it didn't make me sound good when but regardless, like, I feel like the content of the interview was more the bread and butter of what it was. And believe me, when I did other interviews, I made sure not to let that bother me, having a very high-pitched voice. In fact, one of my favorite interviews I did, and this is like, oh, he's not done yet. Wow. The son of a gun won't die. Can't retire, not yet. Not until he pitches for Team USA. I feel like that's more of an honorary captain thing, and they might throw him in if they for like one last hurrah. But I don't know. Anyway, so one of my favorite interviews that I did was with a driver named Armani Williams, and this one was actually pretty close to me personally because Armani Williams is a driver, is a NASCAR driver. He's not a big name, but he's the first driver in NASCAR that is on the autism spectrum. And that's close to me because I have a family member who's on the autism spectrum. So it's something I'm very passionate about. And, you know, what I tried to do in that interview is I tried to get Armani to explain how he doesn't let his disability keep him from driving a race car. Because let's be honest, autistic people, regardless of where they are on the spectrum, even normal people, no offense to, actually, even other people, every person is very sensitive to loud noises. Like whenever you hear a loud bang or something like that, you turn your head. You're like, whoa, what was that? You know, and with autistic people, it's much harder because they're very sensitive to it. So like you have to think race cars are very loud. Their engines are very loud. They're constantly around each other. So what I tried to do in that interview was get Armani to explain how it is that he doesn't let that affect his desire to drive in NASCAR. And I think it's such a great story too. You know, someone overcoming a disability to be able to pursue their dream. Like that's such a great story. Something that gets people's hearts tugging. That's what you want to go for in interviews. You know, you want to find an aspect of the story that really makes people interested. It can't just be, oh, I interviewed Bobby Allison. Okay, he's a legendary driver. Why is he important? I mean, yeah, he's legendary, but what's the angle that I'm trying to get at? And at that time, his son Davey, who had died in a plane crash, was inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame along with Alan Kulwicki, Jeff Gordon, and I think Jack Roush and Rick Hendrick were also part of it. But, you know, that was the thing that I tried to talk to Bobby about in that interview. You know, what did it mean to have his son join him in the Hall of Fame? What was it like racing against Davey? Because I could tell you I've never seen Davey Allison race. He died like years before I was born. So, you know, that's the angle I tried to get with Bobby. Just like, what did it mean to race against your son? Like, I don't want to say nepotism is pretty big in NASCAR, but there are a lot of father-son duos in NASCAR, like the Pettys, the Earnhardts, trying to think who else. The Burtons, Jeff and Ward Burton have sons that are now racing in NASCAR. the Blaneys, Dave Blaney, his son Ryan is a Cup Series champion. You know, but it's very rare that those fathers get to race against their sons. And that's ultimately what I was trying to get at with that interview, along with, you know, what does it mean to have Davey join you in the Hall of Fame? So with any interview you do for a podcast, there has to be an angle. Okay, you gotta make it clear what the angle is. You know, it's so funny. My a friend of mine who or a buddy that I used to race NASCAR online through the old NASCAR video games with, he keeps telling me this story about how he had an opportunity to meet Dale Earnhardt at a dealership. He was signing autographs, and his father asked him if he wanted to go, and he's like, nah. You know, and that was 2 weeks before he died at the Daytona 500. Crazy, huh? That's why I never skip out on any opportunity to meet someone that that if I want to meet them, I'll go and meet them. I mean, Dale Sr. died when I was just 6. No, 5. I just turned 5. So there was no... I wasn't even into NASCAR then. You know, I'm sure there are a lot of people that wish they had the opportunity to meet guys like Dale Earnhardt or Davey Allison or even Adam Petty before he died. Yeah, I did see that. Yep, I saw that last night. It broke last night. Well, I was working, actually, because I saw it on SMY. I saw the... I saw it, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. What was repeatable? The 5 show packs? See, that's a map they should be releasing at the beginning of the year, not at the middle when people are doing other maps. That's something like beginning of the year people could use. Anyway, let's go ahead and start claiming territories. I won't play another game today. I'll just build as many territories as I can. And then that way when I do this map, you know, later or tomorrow, actually, when I do this map tomorrow, then I'll be ready. Ready to collect ready to collect strongholds and then move on to the forever map. Excuse me. I don't know why I had a hard time saying that. I'm going to get X and everyone. You guys all take care and wish me. Okay, good luck on the Zoom class. Hopefully you do well. No, don't ever apologize for that. No, don't worry about it. Ooh, nice. Chase pack. Okay, sounds good, Hoopin. Oh my god. Okay. So we have a lot of options here. I think I'm going to head towards the White Sox. They look like a team that I could take the stronghold from. Nice, another chase back. All right, I think that's a good place to stop. I don't want to take any strongholds today. I want to save this all for tomorrow. Unfortunately, that probably means that that's the end of the stream because I really don't have anything else to grind here. Actually, let's check out where I'm at with some of these. Okay, so Edgar Martinez and Luke Keyshaw I'm pretty close to. I know what I could do. I know exactly what I could do. Actually, hold on. I do have to adjust my lineup. '68, '67, '68, '68, '67. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this lineup, and I'm going to bring them into play versus CPU. Go up against the White Sox. And we're going to play at La Graza. Just for probably an inning or two, long enough for it to take me to the end of my stream here. So, but we're going to have some fun. Or I'm going to have some fun anyway. The only thing I hate about this stadium is the fact that I got to change my pitching view from outfield to catcher. Otherwise, I can't see.
Ball. 1-0. Hey. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Spammer! Spammer alert! Spammer alert! This is not a map. This is known as La Graza 2.0. This is a stadium that was created for this year. Likely will not be in next year's game because they banned the person who made this stadium, and unless someone is following in their footsteps, there in all likelihood this stadium will not be back for next year. But basically this is La Graza 2.0. It's the one stadium in the game where you can go into, you could go in and you could hit home run after home run. This is how I get a lot of cards super fractured. Or this was my favorite method. Strike 3, sit down. But I will warn you, Do not use pitchers here unless you're going to bat with them.
That's a ball.
Because it's not going to work. There's a reason why you see me with a bunch of commons or using a common Roger Clemens pitcher or card instead of like the 99 versions. Strike 3, sit down. I mean, you could use the diamond versions, you could. It's just be ready for the stats to be inflated, like ERA, losses, quality starts, and all that. That's all going to be impacted by this.
Yep, that ball went out.
And that was the first example of why I like to play at La Graza. And here's another example, because that was a home run. All you have to do is hit the ball on the green wall, and it's a home run. Or just hit it above the green wall that's in front of you, in between the pitcher's mound and home plate there. Hit it over that, and as long as it's not caught, or the game doesn't confuse it for an out, you'll get a run. This is why it's perfect for superfractoring. See? Home run right there. That's a 2-run homer. But that one was only a ground rule double because Delgado, I think, bounced it before he hit it over the wall, so...
Time, that ball bounced over. 2 bases.
Boom. Another home run. I mean, playing on this stadium, you can earn like 1,000 parallel XP if you do it right. Ouch! Ooh, that pitcher's dead. He dead. He's so dead, they had to remove him. I mean, when I play in mini seasons, I generally try to keep myself to 50 runs, but when I'm play versus CPU, I like to go for 80 to 100 runs. I'm just kind of relaxing just to end off the stream. You know, get some parallel XP for the players before I sign off. I got another 13 minutes, so I gotta earn as much parallel XP as I can.
Now pitching for Chicago, number 40, Tyler Gilbert.
Nice. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
pitching for Chicago, number 55, Frazier.
And I am literally doing nothing but contact swing. I'm not doing normal swing because that could mean some of the balls get over the wall, the tall wall here, and I'd rather it hit the wall because that likely means I'm gonna get a home run. So that's why I'm not normal swinging. I'm just contact swinging.
Now pitching for Chicago, number 71, Dan.
And Roger Clemens is probably going to end up with the loss because I'm not playing a full 9 innings on this. I'm going to quit as soon as it's time for me to sign off. But that's why I go with common pitchers, because I really don't care what happens with them. I'm not superfractoring any of them, even though that the Nolan Ryan one is a New York Mets card. I'm not superfractoring. The only people that I'm worried about is the batters. Yeah, sometimes I don't always get a home run. Sometimes I get out. Nothing I could really do there. It's just, it is what it is. I think it's raining because I hear things pelting against my window. I mean, that could just be the wind.
Hole one's the count. Timeout. Ground rule double. 2 bases, everybody. Hey! 0-1.
Beautiful.
Timeout. That ball bounced over. Ground rule double.
Nice, Martinez. Have to stretch out again. Maybe I can get through the lineup one more time, and then there I can call it quits.
Now pitching for the White Sox, number 60, Conquest.
Ball. Ball. That pitch is out.
So I'm not getting the triple. That much is obvious. This is not really a ballpark known for triples. Oh boy. Jose, what are you doing? Yep, that's what you get for playing at La Graza. This is all about the parallel XP for all my batters. Looks like Carlos is just going to get a single.
Yeah. 0-1's the count.
It's a good thing I'm not doing my apple either. Raise the apple, because if I did it, I'd break that thing right now. It wouldn't even last through tomorrow. Alright, this will be my last batter. Regardless if he scores a run, gets on base safely, or gets out. Doesn't matter to me. Whatever happens, it's the end of the game. I actually have no problem giving Roger Clemens the loss. He's kind of 0-6 record for me anyway. Jose Bautista is here for... Oh. I must have, yeah, gotten the rewind rewards. Five showbacks. Alright, so aside from Bautista superfractoring, how did everyone else come along? Tommy is close, so in all likelihood, he's going to be superfractored tomorrow. Edgar Martinez is 900 parallel XP away. He may get there tomorrow. He may not. I don't know. Jarren Duran, he's still a ways away. Carson Kelly, 400, he's still... Well, he's getting to tier 4. He'd be getting to tier 4. And same thing with Jarren Duran. Actually, Jim Tomey's... I thought he was going to be superfractor. He's not. My bad. Yeah, I would say that the closest is going to be Edgar Martinez, because he's at 900. So. Oh, well. Alright, guys, that's going to do it for me. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. Even if it was only for a moment, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you liked the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you could follow me on X at TTVNextJGGen24. It's my gamer tag that's on the left side of your screen there. So go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start up a stream. So overall, this was good. We got the coffee map done, and we are certainly going to get the Snowflake map done, which means that tomorrow we'll start the Forever map. And that one's going to take a while because that's the entire United States. And it is a massive map. So this is going to be a while, but if I play my strategy right, then this'll be no issue for me, and I'll be able to get it done, get the rewards, and then what we do after that, well, I guess we'll see. So I hope to see you all tomorrow, Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And until then, guys, have a good night.